graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Yo, there we go. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. Before we get started, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. We got a big game tonight between the Eagles and the Detroit Lions. The Lions are 6-3. The Birds are 7-2. They're back at the Linc tonight, and it should be a fun one between the both of these teams. And we'll dissect more of that in just a little second. But before we do get started, I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. I want to say hi to Sima Fox, David, Inkanu is here, everybody that's tuning on in, and also prayers for Larry in the chat as well. Hopefully they let Larry home tomorrow. That sucks, man. And just want you to know that you are loved on here. Larry's like one of like our most like loyal viewers on here, so he definitely deserves that. He deserves all the love for sure. So yes, but yeah, prayers for Larry in the chat, my guy. So, yeah, big game between the Eagles and the Lions tonight. We got Jared Goff going up against Jalen Hurts, and it should be an interesting game between the both of these teams. I know that the Eagles played a very great defensive game in their last outing on Monday Night Football, but obviously Kevin Patullo and this offense has to do a good job against the Detroit Lions. Now, the Lions actually have some injuries in their secondary. All right, Terrion Arnold's not playing. Kirby Joseph is out as well. So I'm really hoping that the Eagles can take advantage of that. Obviously, Terrion Arnold is a big loss for them. So if they can attack the secondary today, and if A.J. Brown goes off today, I think that would be awesome. They're going to have to put up points against this Lions team if they are going to want to win today. I really need some of these receivers to go off. It'd be really cool to see A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith be able to have themselves quite a day. But I don't know. I don't really know what's going to happen. I do know this. I have all the trust in the world with Vic Fangio as the defensive coordinator. And what we saw from Jalen Phillips and Jalen Carter last week were just absolutely incredible things. It really was. Jalen Phillips was able to, he had 8 tackles in that game. I mean, for a debut, that is really just absolutely impressive for sure. And I hope that he has another big game today. I think that would be really nice. My final score prediction, and again, I want to hear what your final score predictions are too down below. I'm a little bit off the wall. I'm sort of bouncing here, bouncing there. You know, I'm a little bit out of sorts. But my final score prediction today is 24-21 Philadelphia. I do think that they're going to come out on top. I put a lot of thought into it. I actually had some different final scores before, and one of them was actually a loss, but the longer the day has gone on, the more I've changed my opinion. So my final score prediction is 24-21. I think that the Eagles will come out on top. And my hot take for today is that Quinyon Mitchell finally gets his first ever pick six. Imagine. The Lions get the ball first. Kickoff, touchback, start at their own 30. And here comes Jared Goff trying to find Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Quinyon Mitchell is right there. Picks it off right at the 45 and takes it to the house for a pick six. I think that that's how you set the tone for the game. I do. I think that would be absolutely awesome. But yeah, one of my concerns about this game, I mean, I talked about the offense. I also am just like, when we watch Kevin Patullo out there, we talk about his lack of creativity. I mean, I don't know like which version of him that we're gonna be able to get today. He's a guy that just, when it comes to designing running plays, I mean, like he'll run on a 3rd and 10 when the ball is inside the Eagles' 35, and they have to go for a deep ball in the fourth quarter. Like that's just who Kevin Patullo is, or that's who he has been throughout these first 8 weeks or so. I mean, now we're in week 10, but pretty much during this time he hasn't been good. So if Saquon could get it going on the ground, that'd be really nice, but I think that you're going to have to rely on the air game today, and Jalen Hurts is going to have to be on the money. His decision-making is going to have to be strong, and they're just going to have to do a good job at getting these receivers in positions to succeed. I would really like to see some slants today to AJ. I saw one in last week's game, and it was early on in the game. And then they just never ran another slant again to AJ Brown. I'd like to see some vertical routes, of course, but some curls would be really nice. I want these receivers to be able to run different types of routes that are creative, and for them to just be able to get the ball. And somebody has to get the hot hand today. So let me know again what your final score prediction is down below, and who your MVP of the game is. Who is your MVP today? I said that the hot take was that Quinyon Mitchell gets himself a pick six, but I think that the most valuable player of this game is going to go to A.J. Brown. I said it. A.J. Brown comes out firing out of the gates and goes off tonight against the Detroit Lions. JJ, you're drunk. JJ, you're high. How do you really believe A.J. Brown is going to have himself a big day today? I don't know. I go with my gut. My gut is telling me that A.J. Brown is going to go off today, and that we're going to see an incredible game from him. I can't not go with my guts. I know that throughout this season, he hasn't. His numbers have not been as good, clearly. But to me, I have that gut feeling, man. I do. And I'm ready to rock, and I'm ready to roll, baby. Let's get to some chats and see what the people are saying down below. Oh, man. Thanks, all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, man. I'm taking more interest in other games and teams since the Viking season is over. This should be a very good game. Yes, I'm with you, man. What's up? What's going on? You're so right, JJ. No repeats of last week's game. No, I mean, if they come out flat today, that's going to really set the tone, and I think that Dan Campbell is going to take advantage of it. I just do. This guy has taken a lot of gambles, and you do not want to start off on the wrong foot against this Lions team. The Lions I'm sure were licking their chops last week when they saw that the Eagles were not able to dominate on offense. And I'm sure that these other teams, these other top-heavy team, or these other teams that are 7-2, 6-3, and that type of stuff, they're looking at the Eagles after last week's game and they're saying, man, they just squeaked by. But you know what? Underdog mentality, that's what it's all about. So maybe that gives the Eagles a little bit of momentum. I might be reaching there. I don't know. 3-2 Eagles. 24-17 Eagles. Mine's 24-21. We got 38-35 Eagles. Eagle Auto's in the building. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. And I'm so happy to see you guys on here. I do want to just tell you on in advance, okay, my voice is not feeling 100%. Okay, I don't really want to explain myself, but I will say that if I don't sound as energetic or if I don't sound as loud as I usually am, it's because I'm trying to pace my voice. So I'll still try to provide, of course, the energy, and it's rawly going to take on over. But if you're wondering, JJ, like, why is your voice a little bit more down compared to like other weeks? That's really why. So, just wanted to throw that out there. 43 degrees at the Linc. Yeah, it is 43. It feels like 33 because of the winds and all that. It is really windy over there. Let's go. JJ, you are taking over sports commentary. Philly baseball, Philly basketball, Philly football. Thank you so much, man. What's going on, City Lights? Shout out to you. Shout out to you for being on here. Hopefully we can give you as good of a commentary as we possibly can. I try to leave everything out there almost every single night. But yes, I hope that you do enjoy tonight's game. All right, so we are ready to get things started. So now the question is, who did they even do the coin toss yet? Did they do the coin toss yet? Collingsworth says this is essentially a battle for who's the NFL's toughest team. I don't know if I feel the same way. I don't know. These two teams are tough. I will tell you that the Eagles' mental toughness has been tested, and they have done a very good job with that. I've never said that this team was mentally weak. Nope. All right, so Detroit is going to have the football first, so the Eagles must have won the coin toss. Again, I didn't see the coin toss, but we're ready to get things started. Jim and I were just saying how much we'd rather sit in the living room watching the big screen TV than be at a football game. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I understand. The weather is crazy, but yes. All right, Eagles are 7-2. The Lions are 6-3. By the way, the Lions are coming off of a win against the Washington Commanders. They won 44-22 in that game, and then they lost the week before that to the Minnesota Vikings. They are actually 2-1 in their last 3 games. So their offense has been doing overall a pretty good job. But we'll see how the Eagles' defense does. Yes. In the last game, Jared Goff on offense ended up doing pretty well in the game for the Detroit Lions. He ended up throwing for 320 passing yards and also threw 3 touchdowns as well. Jahmyr Gibbs on the ground had 15 carries and 142 rushing yards. I'm really curious to see how the Eagles do against him and David Montgomery, of course. All right, so Jake Bates is going to kick it off. Sorry, the Lions ended up winning the coin toss. Sorry, it said that they said the Lions ball on NFL Jesus. So the Eagles will get the football first, and this one's going to be a touchback, and the Eagles will have it at their own 35. Sorry about that. All right, So let's talk about this Eagles offense. They got Jalen Hurts over at the quarterback, Saquon Barkley at the running back position, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jahan Dotson over at wide receiver. Then you got Dallas Goedert at tight end. The backup, of course, is Grant Calcaterra. On the O-line, you got Jordan Mailata at left tackle, Landon Dickerson at left guard, Cam Jurgens at center, Tyler Steen at right guard, and Lane Johnson at right tackle. And boy, Lane Johnson, for him to come back in last week's game, that was really impressive. So Hurts is under center. They're going to fake the handoff. It's a play-action pass. Hurts is going to throw it, and that is juggled. And was it caught by Devontae Smith? I think that they're going to roll this incomplete. Yes, he did not get a hold of the football. Couldn't corral it on in. On defense for the Lions, they got Hutchinson over at the left defensive end. There's Ali McNeil at defensive tackle. DJ Reader, another defensive tackle for them. Al-Quadin Muhammad over on the right side of the edge. Well, and then we'll talk about their linebackers and their secondary in just a few moments. Hurts gets the snap. Eagles going from right to left, and he throws it, and it's incomplete again. Dallas Goedert could not make the catch there. He was wide open, and so it'll be 3rd and 10. Got to haul in these footballs here. There's Kelvin Shepard, the Lions defensive coordinator. He's hoping to try to come up with a good execution for the Lions. 3rd and 10, Philadelphia will line up in the gun. They're at their own 35. Triples towards the right. A.J. Brown on the outside towards the left. Hurts gets the snap, looks downfield, throws it, and it is caught inside the 50 by A.J. Brown, right at about the 47. A.J. able to get some separation against Yassine, and he catches it for 12 yards. It'll be a 1st and 10, right at about the 47-yard line in Philadelphia territory. Nice catch there by A.J. and a very good play call as well, drawn up by Patullo. So we played about 45 seconds into this first quarter. Eagles have their first completion. It's a 12-yard pass to A.J. Brown. Hurts lines him up. Shotgun formation. Gets the snap. And a good block there on the right side of the line as Hurts throws it downfield, and it is hauled in. There's a flag thrown, but it was over towards the left side of the sideline, and I think that they're going to call an incomplete pass, but the flag that's going to be thrown, it will be on Lane Johnson. It's an offensive holding. So it'll be a 10-yard penalty, and that sends the Eagles back to their own 37. Aiden Hutchinson was lined up against Lane Johnson there. Johnson definitely held Hutchinson. 1st and 20 now, right at the Philadelphia 37. Don't want to see any sort of short plays here. Tank Bigsby is in as the running back for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they will utilize him on a handoff, and he is down inside, right at about the 41. So he does get 5 yards there. 2nd down and 16 yards to go, and the ball will be spotted at the 42. To finish out the defensive lineup for the Detroit Lions, they got Alex Anzalone at linebacker, as well as Jack Campbell, Pro Bowler, Derek Barnes as well. And then in the secondary, it's Rock Yassine, Brian Branch, Thomas Harper, and Amik Robertson, and also Arthur Mollett as well. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap, looks towards his right side, tries to throw it to A.J. Brown, but it's an incomplete pass. And it'll be 3rd and 15. Still at the Philadelphia 42-yard line. Lou is here. What's up, Lou? Kevin's also here. Wilkie Bunkers is here as well. Drop those Eagles emotes in the chat. Let's see the Fly Eagles Fly emotes. 3rd down and 15 yards to go. How about Hutchinson? 7 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and 57 pressures. Just insane what he's been able to do as a Lion. Hurts in the shotgun formation, gets the snap, drops back. He's looking. He's still looking. He has some time. Now he's going to step up in the pocket, takes it past the 40, and he is back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes a pile-on of Lions players, and he only all that for just a yard. And the Eagles are going to have to punt the football here. Don't know what he was doing. Was anybody open downfield? Didn't really look like that there was from that aerial angle that they showed. So he scrambles for a yard, and Braden Mann will be the punter here. And on the return, of course, it'll be Khalif Raymond. Raymond has 17 returns this year. Has averaged about 8.5 per return. Here's a pop-up that's launched over towards the 15-yard line. And now Raymond is inside the 10 as he catches the ball, runs over towards the outside, and he's down at about the 14. Great tackling there from the Eagles special teams. And so we have, the Lions will have the football at their own 14-yard line when they return from the timeouts. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Jared Goff. Right inside the 15. So that's not really what you wanted from the Eagles on offense. Just a nice pass to A.J. Brown, and that was pretty much it. All right, let's get to the Lions offense. All right, so their lineup, it'll be this. It'll be Jared Goff at quarterback, Jahmyr Gibbs, and David Montgomery as the running backs. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, and Khalif Raymond are the 3 wide receivers. And Brock Wright was listed as questionable for tonight's game. Curious, I didn't see if he is playing or not. He is active. He is in this game. Just got the confirmation over on ESPN. So Brock Wright is the tight end. Of course, Sam Laporta is on the IL. Then you got Taylor Decker over at left tackle, Coyote Owusika at left guard, Graham Glasgow as the center, Tate Ratledge at right guard, and Penei Sewell at right tackle. The Eagles' defense, it'll be Moro Ojomo at left defensive end, Jordan Davis as the nose tackle, Jalen Carter as the right defensive end, and then Jalen Phillips, Zach Bond, and Nakobe Dean, and Nolan Smith are the linebackers. And then in the secondary, it's Adoree Jackson, Reed Blankenship, Andrew Makuba, Quinyon Mitchell, and Cooper DeJean all out there for the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, let's take a sip of water. And by the way, sorry, I actually forgot that we have to update the yard markers. There we go. Somebody probably did say it in chat, but I must have missed it. So, but now I thought about it, and we'll see when it does pop on up. Gotcha, JJ. Thank you. I got you, man. I got you. So we had 1 missed catch and 1 first down. 6 plays, 8 yards, and that took about 2 minutes and 44 seconds. So Goff is going to line them up. Again, they are inside the 15 at the 14. Lions are going from left to right. Goff in the gun, gets the snap, drops back, looks towards his right side, throws it, and it's caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown as he runs out of bounds. It's an 8-yard gain, and that'll put Detroit at their own 22-yard line. So Goff able to make a completion. We talked about Jared Goff and what he was able to do last week, throwing for over 300 yards against the Washington Commanders, 25 for 33 in the passing game. No picks, 320 total passing yards. 2nd and 2 now. Goff in the gun, gets the snap again, looks towards his right side, and that's going to be caught by Gibbs as he runs past the 22 and out of bounds towards about the 26. So he does get a first down. Jalen Phillips did chase him out of bounds, but the Lions will move the sticks. So far, 2 plays and 12 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown with an 8-yard catch, and Jahmyr Gibbs catching one in the air as well. Goff in the gun again, gets the snap, drops back, throws it, and it's battered around and intercepted by Blankenship, who takes it past the 20. He's inside the 15, and he's down at the 11. Oh, my goodness. What a block there up front by Philadelphia. Cooper DeJean is the one who picked it off. I thought maybe that was Blankenship. Jordan Davis is the one who blocked the pass there and was able to get a hand on it. And it was intercepted by Cooper DeJean, and the Eagles defense just continues to pick it up right where they left off in the last game. So DeJean able to return it for 21 yards. And the Eagles will have the ball at the Detroit 11-yard line. Goff turns the ball over. Unbelievable. So Hurts and company back out there. Here we go. Here's Hurts will get the snap. Thought about handing it off. It was a fake handoff. Finds Brown over on the outside. A.J. Brown makes the catch, but it's only for about a 2-yard gain. And it'll be 2nd and 8 right at about the Detroit 9. What a play there. Unbelievable. That is what you want. Cooper DeJean with the pick. And a great block as well by Jordan Davis. Here's Hurts. He's going to hand it off over to Saquon Barkley towards the left side. And Barkley gets past the left guard and ends up getting only 1 yard out of it. It'll be 3rd and 7. And the Eagles will have to try to convert here on a 3rd down. Let's go. Why isn't the music playing? They'll actually call it a 3rd and 8. We played 5 minutes in this first quarter. 3rd and 8, empty backfield here. Hurts lines him up again. 2 receivers on the outside. Hurts gets the snap, drops back, looks for A.J. Brown, and it is incomplete. Brown got covered there. He was right at about the 5, and it'll be a 3 and out here, but the Eagles will obviously go for a field goal. So Brown was being covered that time. I don't know why they ended up throwing it over to A.J. when he was clearly covered by Yassine. And so Elliott is going to go out there to kick a field goal. He's made 8 out of 10 this year. His longest is a 58-yarder this year. This is just a 27-yarder. 4th and 8. And the ball is snapped, spotted, and the kick is up, and it is good. And Philadelphia takes a 3-0 lead. So good job by the defense. Eagles are on the board. Offense just could not get into the end zone. All right, let's go. At least they're on the board. I don't know what that play call was to A.J. Brown. I mean, clearly wasn't even trying to get into the end zone. Nothing. But we'll take a field goal. Let's go. That was a missed opportunity. I feel you. Is the yard markers working? Let's see. I have to pay attention to that. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon. By the way, that was Cooper's 2nd career INT, his first, of course, since Super Bowl. And that was obviously a pick 6 on his birthday. But it is a 3-0 Philadelphia lead thanks to a field goal from 27 yards by Jake Elliott. All right. Oh, man. So far, Hurts today, 2 for 6 with his completions for 14 yards. A.J. Brown, 2 catches on 4 targets for 14 yards as well. Devontae's only had 1 target, and Dallas Goedert missed a wide-open catch. That was on the very first drive for Philadelphia. Man. Thought they'd get a touchdown. I feel that. They're trying to force-feed A.J., and it hurts the offenses, Lou. Yeah, they are. They are trying to force-feed A.J., and it's not working. It's not. All right. Defense just continues to play solid, though. Really. All right, 3-0 Philadelphia. And the Lions will get the football back here. The Eagles have already faced, this is according to Grace Del Pizzo, 3 third downs of 8+ yards tonight on Sunday Night Football. Here's the kickoff, and this is going to be caught right at about the 12 and taking it past the 15 towards the 20 is going to be Khalif Raymond. So it's a 15-yard return. Nice tackle there by Latou. That is Cameron Latou, who was the 4th-string tight end on this Eagles team, but he's made some nice plays this year on special teams for Philadelphia. He's made some really good tackles. So Goff is under center. They got Khalif Raymond in motion going from left to right, and they're going to hand it off over to Jahmyr Gibbs, who runs over towards the left side, and he's taken down. He loses a yard. Zach Bond able to come through on the edge. Good job by him to just be able to break through and find Jahmyr Gibbs and tackle him right at the ankles. And so a loss of 1 that sends them back to the 20-yard line. Got him actually right on the waist. Again, nobody covered him. 2nd and 11. Now they run it out of the shotgun. Goff ready to take the snap. And he does. He navigates. Pockets collapsing. And down he goes. There is a flag thrown, though. Let's see where this flag is. It's actually going to be on Detroit, so it'll be declined. Jalen Phillips able to sack Jared Goff from behind, got him through the blind side, and Goff loses 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 16. That's the 2nd straight play where an Eagles defensive player has made a tackle for a loss. And that could not have come at a better time. Just went from right behind Jared Goff to take him down. That's the first sack of the game. 3rd and 16. Got to get a stop here. Goff has Jahmyr Gibbs towards his left side. He gets the snap. He drops back over at the 5. He throws it downfield, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Amon-Ra St. Brown, who was at the Detroit 40, and it was really low. Wouldn't have been able to make the catch. It'll be a 4th and 16. And this should put the Eagles in a good field position unless there's a good punt here. Good job again by this Eagles defense. So on that drive, the Lions lost 6 yards in a matter of 67 seconds. And now Jake Fox is going to go out there to punt the ball. And Fox's punt is going to be popped up. And that is going to drop inside the 35 and bounce over towards the 25 in Eagles territory. There's a flag thrown, though. Let's see what this flag is. They're going to call an offensive holding on Jeremiah Trotter Jr., and the Eagles are going to have it at their own 20. That was a heck of a punt made by Fox for 55 yards. It was punted towards the 30. And so the Eagles will get the football back. 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the opening quarter. I think I just jinxed that there. Sorry about that. I'll take the heat for it. Oh, man. Come on. They've got to get out of this rut on offense, man. Force feeding the ball to A.J. Brown. You gotta be. You're gonna have to be very creative, man. Here's something interesting. If I can pull it up. Nope. Where is it? I lost it. Darn it. That sucks. All right, 3-0 Eagles, as they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. That was a heck of a punt, too, by the way. Jack Fox, 29 years old. In 2022, he signed an extension that made him the highest paid punter at the time. And obviously a guy who has gotten 2 Pro Bowl appearances and all-pro selections. Made an excellent punt there. All right. Oh, boy. That was a missed opportunity. On the play before, yeah. On the offensive drive before that, I agree. Let me turn on the fan. All right. Come on, they got to score here. They've got to score here, man. I really wanted them to just come out of the gates making a punch. That's not what has happened so far. Hurts under center is going to pitch it over to his running back, Barkley, who runs past the 25, over towards the 30, and out of bounds at the 34. So a 14-yard run by Saquon Barkley, who got traced by Harper over on the outside. And a good play call there, and very well executed by Philadelphia. So Barkley was right behind Jalen Hurts, and he pitched it right over to Saquon and ran for 14 yards. All right, so it's a 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap, fakes the handoff, and he throws it over towards the left side, and that's caught at the 40 and pushed out of bounds as Goddard at the 41. A gain of 7 on that play, and Dallas Goedert so far 1 for 2 with his receptions today. Oh, nice play. I like when they do get Goddard involved, he's running over towards the outside or he's running straight up the middle. It just seems like that Goddard being the security blanket for Jalen Hurts is really, when Hurts does go to him, magic does happen. All right. Hurts under center. Will hand it off over to Barkley. Runs up the middle and is tackled by about 2 Lions players. One of them was Lacey. And it'll be a 3rd and 1. The Eagles are looking for their second first down of the quarter. Saquon Barkley in 2025, 152 rushes for 595 yards, averaging about 3.9 per carry. Last year, he averaged about 5.5 per carry and had an MVP type of a season. Hurts under center again. We got a receiver in motion. They're going to hand it off over to Saquon Barkley. Nobody was home over on the right side, and so he is taken down for a loss of 1. They tried to run it with Saquon. Did not work that time. Nawasaki was the one who made the tackle, and it'll be 4th and 2 at the Philadelphia 42. So they hand it off to Barkley again, and look, I mean, he was trying to as he was going towards the right side, I mean, he didn't get a gap at all whatsoever from Dickerson at all. So man is going to go out there to punt the football. Another 3 and outs. So man will punt it, and this one is launched and caught inside the 12. And down at the 11-yard line is going to be Raymond. Nice tackle there by Keely Ringo. And Goff is going to go back out there for the Lions and get the ball back with 5:36 left to go. Curious as to why they did not run the tush push there when all they had to do was just get a yard. I don't understand why they didn't do that, and I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about that. I don't know why they didn't go for the tush push there, man. Crazy. All right. Let's see. All right, I will be right back. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. I'm going to take a very quick step off, and I will see you really soon. Just got word that Lane Johnson was in the medical tent and is now heading indoors. So we'll keep you updated on Lane Johnson. Again, this is a guy who got injured during last week's game, ended up coming back out and ended up coming on into the game in the fourth quarter. So we have a handoff over to Williams, and it'll be about a 9-yard gain. So Williams able to get 9 yards on that play, and that'll send the Lions to their own 21. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Lions have the football, and now Goff is under center. 10 seconds left on the play clock. This time he'll hand it off over to Montgomery, who runs up the middle and gets himself 6 yards, fights past Zach Bond, and is tackled by Reed Blankenship, and it'll be a 1st and 10 at about the Detroit 27. So Johnson is indoors for the Eagles. He went back through the tunnel. He is walking under his own power. But just wanted to let you guys know that he is not out there. Goff under center again. They'll fake the handoff that time. It'll be a play-action pass. Finds Montgomery outside the 30, and he'll make the catch and take it to about the 35 to 37. And he's out of bounds, and he gets past the yellow line for a 1st down. That was a very well-designed play there. John Morton is the offensive coordinator for this Lions. It'll be a 1st and 10. Goff lines them up again. 2 receivers on the left side and 2 on the right as well. Goff in the gun, gets the snap, drops back, looks down the center, throws it to Williams, who makes the catch at the 50 and takes it to the Philadelphia 44-yard line for a 1st and 10, a 19-yard play there by Williams. Was able to make the catch right on the 50, and no one was able to take him down. I don't know what the heck Adoree Jackson was doing there. 1st and 10, ball at the 44. Another handoff over to Montgomery, who runs past the right guard and only gets 2 yards there as Moro Ojomo dives and takes down Montgomery for just about a 2-yard gain. Ran horizontally there, too. 2nd and 8, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first quarter between Philadelphia and Detroit. 3-0 Birds. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Tight end in motion. Looked like it was Brock right there. Goff will get the snap again. Steps up, throws it towards the right side. It was low and incomplete. Ended up trying to get right involved. Remember, he was in motion, and he was over on the right side of the line. Wasn't even close to making the catch there. Lane Johnson, they're calling it a foot injury, and he is now questionable to return. He had an ankle injury last week. So 3rd and 8. 2:19 left to go in the first quarter. Another handoff to Montgomery, and he runs up the middle, but only gets about 2 yards. He gets twisted and turned by Jalen Carter. Nakobe Dean was also there, too. And so it'll be 4th and 6 at about the Philadelphia 40. 3 rushes for Montgomery on that drive for 10 yards. He's been averaging about 3.3 yards per carry. We have a lineman down for Detroit. Brock Wright actually was down. And so an injury timeout will be taken with 1:56 left to go in the first quarter. That drive took 3 minutes and 40 seconds on a total of 48 plays. Or 48 yards, 7 plays on that drive. So Brock Wright ended up going down. All right, man. Come on, we got to get some points on the board. It's taken forever for them to do so. And they have 3 points, but they got to be better. Let's take a look at some final scores around the NFL today. So you got the Dolphins beating the Washington Commanders in overtime, 16-13. That was the early game today. The Carolina Panthers, they won 30-27 in overtime out in Atlanta. The Buffalo Bills, they put up 44 points today against the Buccaneers, who dropped 32. Josh Allen had 6 touchdowns in that game. Just absolutely ridiculous. Jacksonville, they won 35-6 against the Chargers. Chicago ended up beating the Minnesota Vikings 19-17. And, well, I'll tell you this, if Detroit loses, that certainly does help the Chicago Bears in that division. The Packers, they did win 27-20 against the New York Giants. The Pittsburgh Steelers ended up with 34 points today, and they beat the Cincinnati Bengals 34-12. Houston won 16-13 out in Tennessee. And then the 49ers, 41 points for them today. Christian McCaffrey went off. George Kittle also had himself quite a day, too, against the Arizona Cardinals, 41-22 final score there. And the LA Rams, they won 21-19 against the Seattle Seahawks. And Baltimore, Lamar Jackson Baltimore ends up winning their fourth straight game in the row. They are now, 5-5 on the season. 23-16 was the final score in that game. And then Denver ends up beating Kansas City 22-19. That was the last game that finished. 3-0 Philadelphia. It'll be 4th and 6. And Jared Goff and the offense still out there, but there is going to be a flag thrown before the ball was snapped. And they will call a delay of game. They tried to get the Eagles off sides, I guess. And with 93 seconds to go, special teams is going to go out there. And the Eagles will have Xavier Gibson on the return here. A minute and 33 seconds. They actually will add 2 seconds to the clock, right? All right, so now the clock is going. Fox on the punt again. This one is popped up, and it is going to be caught. A fair catch made at the 15 by Xavier Gibson, as he was all alone. And the Eagles will get the ball back at their own 15-yard line. Guys, hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And make sure that you guys turn on those notification bell icons too. We are now 6 subscribers away from 8150. Also, memberships. Memberships are $2.99 a month. If you guys want to become a member today, you most certainly can. What you get with the memberships are really, really cool emotes. My members, if you could drop some of them down below. We have a Jalen Hurts emoji. We have a Saquon Barkley one. We got a Fly Eagles Fly emote. I mean, it's pretty cool to just be able to get involved with the action here and just root for the Eagles by doing that. All right, so here we go. A handoff from Hurts to Barkley as he runs towards the outside, towards the left. It escapes one tackle, and Aiden Hutchinson meets him right on the 20-yard line. It's a 5-yard run by Saquon, and it'll be a 2nd and 5 with about 39 seconds left to go. Once we switch quarters, I am going to take another step off just to get myself another drink. AJ with 4 targets, 2 catches, 14 yards today in the air. Hurts hands it off over to Barkley, and again, Barkley gets taken down. They were stacking the box. They were waiting for him, and he loses 3 yards. It could have been a 5-yard loss, but Jack Campbell able to make the tackle, and there's about 6 seconds separating the play clock from the game clock. And the Eagles probably are just going to let this one run out, and they will. So we're going to go into the second quarter. Eagles are up 3-0 against the Detroit Lions. We take a step aside, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, here we go. We are back. Come on, man. 3rd and 8 for Philadelphia at their own 17-yard line. Hurts in the gun. Gets the snap. Drops back. Throws it, and it is incomplete. Man, Devontae Smith was open and just could not make the catch. It would have been caught at the 24. They would have had to get to the 25. But another 3 and outs for this Eagles offense, and the Lions are going to get the football back, and man is going to go back out there to punt the ball. I don't know how Devontae could not haul that in. I thought that was actually a nice play call there. Huge drop by Devontae. 4th and 8, and here we go. This ball is punted, and it will be out of bounds. It was caught out of bounds inside the 40, and Detroit will get the ball right at the 39. All right. 3-0 Philadelphia, and this offense just continues to be stale. They're not getting down the field, and they're just there's a lot of mess-ups going on. A.J. Brown, 14 yards. Dallas Goedert, 7. And that's it in the air game. That's it. Barkley has 17 yards on the ground on 6 carries. Goff is going to hand it off over to Gibbs, who runs up the middle, splits his defenders, and is tackled by Blankenship after about a gain of 6 yards. And that'll send Detroit to their own 45-yard line. That's the second run today with Jahmyr Gibbs. Second and 4. Goff at the 44-yard line. Hands it off again to Gibbs, who zigzags up the middle and only gets maybe a 3-yard gain. Zach Bond tackled him. Bond has been making some nice tackles today, but it'll be a 3rd and short coming on up. They'll call it a 3rd and 1. That's some good protection up front, too, from the offensive line. 3rd down and 1 yard to go. The ball is at the Detroit 48-yard line. Goff again will hand it off over to Gibbs, and this time he's stuffed right by the line of scrimmage. Jalen Carter and Jalen Phillips able to break through the teeth and just be able to stuff Jahmyr Gibbs, and he got back to the line, and the Eagles, let's see if their defense can hold them here. The Detroit offense is staying out there. We'll see if they can stop them. Come on. Here's another handoff over to Gibbs. Does he get the first down? There was a wall provided. Eagles are going to say that they have it. It looked pretty close. I think that he got stuffed just before the yellow line. Eagles saying that they have the ball. And now the ref points the other way, and so the Philadelphia Eagles will have it at the Lions' 48-yard line. The tackle made by Moro Ojomo from behind to get Jahmyr Gibbs, and the Eagles' defense just continues to absolutely dominate against their opponents. Insane. Vic Fangio has been... He's been the MVP of this first half. Stacking the box, ready for Jahmyr Gibbs to run with that ball. And give credit to Jalen Carter and Jalen Phillips. The Jalens are doing a great job on defense. That is for sure. Just wish that the offense could step it up. And Moro Ojomo, man, this guy has just been such a key piece for this Eagles on defense. I mean, last week, Josh Jacobs talked about during his press conference that that he did a good job at figuring out what play call that they were going to run in that fourth quarter. And Josh Jacobs, got a little bit scared there, and he talked about it during his press conference. And that's the type of impact player Moro Ojomo has been for this Eagles defense this year, really. I mean, he's been outstanding, and he's been one of those guys. Like, when you talk about how great the defense has been, he's somebody that really does go under the radar. So give him props as well. Man. So the Eagles will have the ball. 13:02 left to be played in this first half. They got to move the ball here, man. You got to move the ball here. Man. This defense is bailing out Patullo and Sirianni. They really are. Let's go. I'm so sick of Patullo, dude. Come on, man. No yard marker. It shows up on here, right? That was an exciting game, Carolina and Atlanta. It was. That was a crazy, crazy game, man. It was. 13:02 left to go in quarter number 2. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. And it's 3-0 Birds. Neither team has used a timeout just yet. Lions offense to start. Pick, punt, turnover on downs. Hurts gets the snap. Play action pass. Throws it downfield towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. He tried to throw a bomb to Devontae Smith, and he overthrew it by about 5 yards or so. Would have actually been out of bounds anyways. He was looking for Devontae very deep to run a vertical route downfield and just could not give it to him. He overthrew the football that time. Eagles are on a 3-game winning streak, and during their last 3 games, they've put up a total of 66 points. They had 28 against the Vikings, 38 against the Giants, and 10 against the Packers. Here's the snap again, and they'll try to find Goddard over towards the left side, and it's another incomplete pass. Dallas Goedert was covered very heavily by a defensive back for the Lions, and it'll be now 3rd and 10 at the Detroit 48-yard line. Come on. Get a first down, man. So they have not gone to the running game, and Hurts and the offense are going to break the huddle here. 12:50 left to go in quarter number 2. Eagles are 1 for 5 on 3rd down conversions today. Hurts gets the snap. He drops back, looks towards the left side, throws it, and Devontae can't make the catch. He tried to dive for it over towards that left seam and was not able to haul it on in. He was covered pretty well, too, got to say, by Robertson over on the outside. And it'll be yet another 3 and out for this Eagles offense. Another 3 and out. And Smitty, who had the dropped pass before, just not able to catch it there. Here comes the punt by Man. The snap and the punt. Here it comes. That ball is popped up, and Raymond is going to make the catch right at the 20. He lunged on forward, actually caught it at the 17, and then just dove forward towards the 20. We do have a flag thrown. They're going to call a face mask? Still waiting for a signal from the ref. So Raymond caught it. So they're going to call a face mask on Jeremiah Trotter Jr. with 12:38 left to go. Terrible start by this Eagles offense. And Jalen Hurts, I got to tell you, he has not looked good in this game at all whatsoever. He had that missed throw downfield. That was really bad. By the way, the Lions are going to have the ball at their own 35. It'll be a 1st and 10 for them. First and 10 at the Lions 35, and Goff is going to get the ball back. He's 4 for 7 with his completions for 41 total passing yards. His rating today is at a 34.5. This time he hands it off over to Montgomery. Couldn't find a hole on the left side. Then he runs up the middle and gets 4 yards. Tackled by Cooper DeJean for Philadelphia. From Philadelphia. And it'll now be 2nd and 6. Let's take the hat off real quick. The Lions today have averaged about 3.7 yards per play. Eagles, just 2.3. I mean, that tells you pretty much the whole entire game. Goff gets the snap, finds his tight end over on the outside. That's Wright, and he'll make the catch. It's a 4-yard catch by Brendan Wright as he was tackled by Zach Bond. That's his 3rd tackle today, Zach Bond. So he's been making an impact over on defense, and there'll be a 3rd and short. Drop the defenses in the chat. Defense! Bum, bum, bum. Defense! Shotgun formation again for Jared Goff. Threw for 322 passing yards in his last game. So far in this one, he has 45 passing yards in the first half. Goff throws it downfield, and that is incomplete. It slipped out of the hands of Amon-Ra St. Brown, and it'll now be a 4th and 2. That throw was right on the money to St. Brown. Would have caught it right at about the Philadelphia 45. He was wide open. He got that separation and just could not make the catch there. Sort of overran it just a little bit and tried to lunge towards his rights. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Instead, they'll fake the punt, and it is going to be Eagles football as the tackle was made by Philadelphia. Oh, my gosh. It was right on the line, and the Eagles are going to take on over at the Lions' 43-yard line. Again, Moro Ojomo and Jalix Hunt able to tackle Stewart up the middle. Oh, man. So they had a direct snap to Stewart himself, and Stewart just went nowhere. Zach Bond does the finger wag, and the Eagles get the ball at the Detroit 43. How about that? That is what I'm talking about, man. Unbelievable. So it'll be Eagles football, 3-0 Philadelphia. Let's go. Let's go, baby. What a stop. You needed that. You definitely needed that for sure. They faked the punt, and the Eagles got on it. They faked the punt, and the snapper was tackled. It wasn't a fumble or anything. It was a direct snap to Stewart. And got back to the line of scrimmage. Ojomo and Hunt were the ones who made the tackle. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Moro Ojomo and Jordan Davis, man. This is like an all-pro defense. This defense has just been so stellar. I mean, like, my goodness. It's been insanely good. I think that we're taking them for granted, to be honest with you. This defense is special. So now can we get into the end zone? It's like pulling teeth just to be able to get a first down here with this team. I mean, like, they've only had one first down in this game. Come on. One first down and that's it. 2 first downs. Okay, they have 2. They are 1 for 6 on third down conversions. And that one was on the very first drive where they threw it to A.J. Brown over on the left side. It was a 12-yard gain. Let's go. Now we got to do something on offense, man. We do. All right, Eagles have it. Hurts will hand it off over to Barkley, who runs up the middle, spins past one defender, and takes it to the 35. Hutchinson made the tackle. Saquon Barkley with the great footwork. He did a little spin move right at about the 32 and was able to run for an extra 3 yards. An 8-yard run by Saquon up the middle. 2nd and 2. Let's see if they do that same thing again. Got some good blocking up the center as well. Hurts in the gun. They'll hand it off again over to Barkley, and this time he runs up the middle, gets past the sticks, and gets 3 yards, and he's down at the 32. Lacey with the tackle there. Saquon Barkley making things happen on the ground. Nice. Continue to feed that hot hand. Eagles going to huddle again. So Barkley with 11 rushing yards on 2 carries on this drive. In total, he has 28 yards on 8 carries in this game. There's Devontae Smith in motion going from left to right as Hurts will get the snap. They're going to go to the air game here. Hurts throws it, and it's deflected off the hands of a receiver and incomplete. Supposed to go to A.J. Brown. And these receivers, I'll tell you what, they're just not able to haul in these catches today. We saw a drop pass from Dallas Goedert. We saw one from A.J. Brown just now. Another one from Devontae Smith. And that certainly just does not help. That's not Patullo's fault there. 2nd and 10. Smith in motion yet again, going from left to right on the screen. Hurts is going to throw it this time. It's a short pass to A.J., who was behind the line of scrimmage and was taken down immediately by Robertson, and he loses a yard. Another play where they try to force feed the ball to A.J. Brown, and it doesn't work that time. He was in the slot and just could not get past his defender, Robertson. He has stayed on him all game. He's done a good job covering him, that's for sure. 3rd and 11. Ball spotted at the 33. Hurts gets the snap, empty backfield. He's going to run this time. He runs up the middle past the 30, past the 25, and he's still on his feet at the 20. He got tackled up at the ankles and was still able to escape and took it to the 16. A 17-yard run by Jalen Hurts. My gosh. Had him right on the ropes. That was Muhammad who tried to twist and take him down, and then Hurts sat right on his knee. His left knee. Yeah, got it. It's a 12-yard gain, so they will call it a 1st and 10 at the Lions' 16-yard line. Didn't know if they were going to rule him as down as soon as his left knee was down, so it's not a 16-yard gain. It'll be a gain of just 12. It'll just be a gain of 12 there. Ball is on the Detroit 21, and the Eagles still keeping the possession alive. That's their 4th first down, the 2nd on this drive. Hurts in the shotgun gets the snap, hands it off over to Barkley as he tries to run up the middle and push the pile on forward, and he gets 3 yards out of it. DJ Reader is the one who's credited with the tackle. Barkley today on the ground, 9 rushes for 31 yards. His longest was 14. That was on this drive. The lineup doubles towards the left. Hurts gets the snap and drops back. Looks towards his left side, finds Barkley, but Barkley loses 8 yards that time. Jalen Hurts was backing up. The defense, or the blitz was coming, and Barkley, as soon as he caught it, got taken down immediately by Anzalone. Caught it right there and just could not do anything to just get past him. So it'll be 3rd and long. Can they get a first down? Brown over on the outside towards the left. Hurts gets the snap, throws it towards the left side, finds A.J. Brown running a slant, and he makes the catch. It's a 10-yard gain. That'll give the Eagles a spot to get the ball at the Detroit 16, but it's now a 4th and 5. So it was a 10-yard pass over to A.J., and they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Smith in the slot towards the right, and Brown lined up on the outside on the same side. 8 seconds left on the play clock. We have Goddard in motion. He was on the left side, now he's on the right. And with 1 second left on the play clock, the clock is going to, well, the Eagles will call for a timeout here and take their first timeout of the first half. Bradley Cooper is at the game. So is Mike Trout. Oh, man. Got a lot of celebrities there. Pink is also at the game. She's in her own suite. That's cool. That's sick. Pete Davidson is at the ball game as well. Zach Berman says the wind is changing directions, so they'll have the benefit of the wind. Elliott is going to go out there to kick a 34-yard field goal. The holder is man. The ball is snapped. It's spotted, and the kick is good. That'll make it a 6-0 ball game for Philadelphia. Elliott today 2 for 2 on the field goals. His first one that he hit was from 27 yards, and this time he makes a 34-yarder. And we'll take a step aside. 6-0 Philadelphia. We'll be right back in just a few moments. All right, guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you guys are doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Appreciate you guys for rocking with me on here. We are going to do a little halftime show, but I am going to try to rest my voice while I can. So once we do go into halftime, that is what we're going to do. I don't understand why. Like, my voice was actually feeling fine today, but then I figured that, like when you start talking and stuff, then it was going to change a little bit because my voice hasn't been 100% over the last, couple of days. So if you do see me taking some more breaks, that's why. But here we go, 6-0 Eagles. They've made 2 field goals today, both by Jake Elliott, a 27-yarder just now, and a 34-yarder that occurred a little bit earlier. 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Here's the kickoff by Elliott, and a return by Khalif Raymond. Caught it right at about the 5, takes it to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and Trotter Jr. tackles him right at the 26. Eagles lead at 6-0. And Jared Goff is going to go back out there. He's 5 for 9 in the passing game so far today. Defense, bum, bum, bum. Evening, everybody. What's going on? How are you? Band-Aids from Brown. Let's go. Raymond in motion. Goff is going to throw it, and it is blocked and incomplete. Jordan Davis tipped that football yet again and stopped its motion from going to Amon-Ra St. Brown. They'll be 2nd and 10 back at the line. Jalen Phillips had 8 pressures and 1 sack in his first game as an Eagle. And today, well, he has a sack in this one. Goff gets the snap again, throws it over towards the left side, play action pass, and Amon-Ra St. Brown will catch it at the 40, and he is out of bounds at the 40 as well. Was able to make the catch there, ran a nice little route, went up the middle, and then he sort of curled after the 40, or at the 40 in Detroit territory, and then he ran towards the outside and takes it to the Philadelphia 40. So that's his second catch, and that's the biggest gain of the day. Goff fakes the handoff again, throws it up the middle, finds St. Brown again, who's at the 20, takes it to the 10, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Jamison Williams caught it right there. It's a 34-yard catch. And so it'll now be a 6-6 game as the Lions have tied things up. Jamison Williams on that catch. Wide open, man. And he just went to go hug the field goal post. There was a flag thrown. They didn't say that there was a flag thrown, but now they're calling a flag. It'll be on Jamison Williams for unsportsmanlike conduct. So this will be a 40-yard. This is going to be a long extra point here. With the wind. So Bates is going to go out there to kick up. What was this? An extra point from pretty long. And this one's going to be wide right, and it's no good. 5:05 left to go in the second quarter. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back. That was a bad penalty there by Williams in the end zone. Gosh. Just went wide right, too. Is that a 48-yard, a 38-yard extra point? Man. Lions came alive, and the Eagles are going to have to respond on offense. 3 plays, 74 yards, including a 40-yard pass to Jamison Williams and a 34-yard pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Darn it. Come on, man. 5:05 left to go in quarter number 2. Eagles 7-2 on the season so far. The Lions are 6-3. And Bates is going to go out there for the kickoff. Lions, by the way, are 0 for 4 today on third down. Eagles are 2 for 8. Here's the kickoff, and this one is going to be high and caught at about the 12 and taking it to the 25, to the 30, the 35, and down at about the 36 is Xavier Gibson on what's going to be recorded as a 23-yard return. So again, it's 6-6, and the Eagles will have it at their own 36. They have got to put a good drive together here. We've seen some drop passes. We've seen some really bad plays from this Eagles offense. I mean, they had 4 3-and-outs in a row, and then they started moving the ball, and their offense just went stale again on the last drive. They have the personnel. It's just a lot of the stuff is coaching, but even so today, Hurts has not been his sharpest, and guys are also dropping the ball as well. Brown over on the outside. Hurts gets the snap, tries to find A.J., who will make the catch just short of the yellow line. He had to jump up and catch it. It's a 9-yard gain. Robertson is the one who tackles him. Of course, he's been on him all game. It'll be a 2nd and 1. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. 8 targets for A.J., 5 catches, and 32 receiving yards for him. Kyle Granson also is out there for the Eagles. Hurts backs up as he's in the gun, gets the snap, finds Granson right past the yellow line again, and he catches it for a 4-yard gain, and he is down, and that is a 1st and 10 for Philadelphia, as they will have the ball at their own 49. 2 plays, 13 yards, some creativity there on offense, as he was running a little slant. That's now the 5th first down for the Eagles. They've had 3 on their last 2 drives. This time they'll hand it off over to Barkley, who runs up the middle, spins past the defender, and he gets tripped up at the 46 in Detroit territory. So he gains about 5 yards. Jack Campbell got him right on the ankles. Made an excellent tackle there to sort of wrap him up. 2nd and 5. Hurts gets the snap again. Backpedals and throws it over towards the outside to Jahan Dotson, and I'll make the catch. A 9-yard pass by Jalen Hurts to Dotson, who was left wide open. Robertson was able to take him out of bounds, or push him out of bounds, I should say, over towards that near side. It's a 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. And a nice play there. Hurts is going to snap the ball, and diving on top of it as the ball comes loose is Saquon Barkley. Oh, my gosh. The ball was aborted, and Saquon Barkley was able to dive back on top of it. The Eagles do lose 3 yards. That was not a good handoff there at all. 2nd and 13 at the Lions 40. Eagles looking to try to get a first down here. Hurts is going to hand it off over to Bigsby. Runs over towards the outside. He's at the 40. Now he's at the 30. Gets past the 30 the 25, and he's down at the 23. Tank Bigsby's all fired up. And we have now reached the 2-minute warning. What a run by Bigsby. They call him Tank for a reason. Let's go, man. Drop those birds emotes. Got to get a touchdown here. Bigsby on a nice run. Got a big gap towards the right side. A lot of credit, of course, on the offensive line to Tyler Steen and Lane Johnson for being able to provide that gap. And so we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Eagles will have the ball at the Lions' 23-yard line, and it'll be a 1st and 10 as the Eagles are very close to the red zone. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, dude, we were doing so well. All of a sudden, the throat's starting to go. What's up, chat? Let's go, baby. Gotta get life in this game, man. Maybe that gives us the life that we need. Also clutch for Saquon at least to get back on top of that ball. I mean, that ball should have never been fumbled by Hurts, but I understand that it's windy there, but there's no excuse. You gotta be able to take that handoff. All right, 6 plays on this drive, 41 yards in a matter of 3 minutes for the Eagles. And again, we are tied 6-6 as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Oh, man. Rob is here. What's up, Rob? Shima Fox, shout out to you. David, shout out to you as well. And Kevin, of course, thank you all so much for being on here. And Nkanu, thank you as well. Guys, if you also want to check out our Eagles play calls, you most certainly can. We have a lot of fun calling the Sixers games. And you should definitely go check us out for that. You really should. Because we have a lot of fun, and it's great. And it's a lot of fun. We also do the Phillies on here, too. And we've been on we went on this year. I calculated it. We were on for 147 games this year. I believe that's like what the number was off the top of my head. I wrote it down, though. All right, I put it somewhere on the computer, but I'll have to find it. But I believe it was 147 games that we covered this year of the 166. So pretty good stuff. I say 147. I meant 157. Sorry. Hurts will hand it off over to his running back, Bigsby again, who tries to push past the right guard, gets on through, and he's down past the 20, inside the 17, and it'll be a 2nd and 3 right at about the Detroit 16-yard line. 95 seconds left to be played in this first half. Detroit is 6-3. The Eagles are 7-2. They will break the huddle yet again. Come on, get on in, man. Get in, baby. 1:20 left to go in the second quarter. Hurts under center. Fakes the pitch. This time he throws it to Brown and runs a slant up the middle, catches it at the 10, and takes it to the 5. A.J. Brown with 5 yards after the catch. That's an 11-yard reception by A.J., and we got a 1st and goal. Let's go. Get in, baby. Six catches for A.J. on a total of 8 targets. Barkley towards the right side of Hurts. They're going to hand it off to Saquon. Runs up the middle, gets to the 1, tries to dive into the end zone. Is he in is the question, or was he down? They say that Barkley was able to get on in, but the play is officially under review. Let's see again. Was he down? Was his knee down? Yeah, he's short. I think he's short. I think he just got to the goal line. Got past the left guard. Through Hutchinson. His knee was down. Has he broken the plane is the question. So they're going to take a look. And they do cut to a commercial. The running game has actually been pretty good today. Tank Bigsby, Saquon Barkley, both of them 57 rushing yards on 14 carries before that. The call initially was touchdown, but then now they're just reviewing it. I don't think he's in. But let me know down below what you guys think, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. If he's not in, he's down at the 1. So it'll be a 2nd and goal. They say that the replay official reviewed the runner broke the plane ruling and the play was reversed. Barkley got 4 yards there, and he was down at the 1. So it'll be 2nd and goal. Come on, they got to get in, man. You got to get in. Come on, let's go. Let's go offense, man. Got to get on in. I would tush push it. Makes up for the play that they had earlier where they just didn't run the tush push. You got to do it here. It's your bread and butter play. You got to do it. Come on. If you agree, let me know down below. But if you disagree, let me know that too. Come on. They gotta tush push him, man. So 34 seconds are left, right? $29 seconds. And let's see. All right, so they line up. And the tush push, it is successful. And the Eagles get themselves a touchdown. 12-6, and Jalen Hurts gives the Eagles the lead. And finally, they've made it into the end zone. Let's go. Finally, it's about time. They just got in. Got a little bit of a push from behind by Dallas Goedert, too. Now we'll see if they can make the extra point here. 12-6 Eagles. Elliott will go out there for the extra point. Man is going to be the holder here. Ball snap spotted, and Elliott's extra point is good. And the Eagles lead it 13-6. Let's go! Come on! Woo! Let's go, baby. Yes. It's about time. It's about time, man. They got in. And that was big. Great drive. Eagles, Eagles. That was a big drive. They got in, and they did everything that they could. The running game really helped them on that drive. The ground game showed up, and they played very well. Tank Bigsby had himself a phenomenal run. Also, Hurts had himself a nice little scramble, too, up the middle as well. 16 seconds left to go in this second quarter, and Elliott's kick is going to go towards the back of the end zone, end over end, and the Lions will have it and set up shop at their own 35. All right. We will do a little halftime show, but I am going to go downstairs and go get some more water once this is officially over. Goff is going to take a knee, and that is going to do it for the first half here. And the Eagles have a 13-6 lead as they go on in to halftime. All right, let's go, man. We got the touchdown. All right, I will be back, and I will see you very, very soon. Give me about 5 to 6 minutes, all right? And I will see you right then and there. Don't go anywhere. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys are doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. The bottom line is that the Eagles are up 13-6 at the half. They do lead it by 7, and they were able to put up a touchdown towards the end of that second quarter. And they actually put up a pretty good drive there. I will give them credit for doing so. They went to the running game. They established that. And it certainly did work. Really liked that run by Bigsby. I thought that he got a really big hole. And I got to give credit to the offensive line for making things happen. Saquon Barkley had a nice little run, too, where he ran for 5 yards, and then he did a little spin move and was able to get an extra 3 yards out of it to escape a tackle. So that was also pretty nice as well. But, yeah, this I have to keep calling it like it is. I have to keep talking about it. I think that the Lions have made plays on defense. But with that being said, A.J. Brown, they're trying to force feed him the ball. And I don't have a problem with that if he's able to go on off, but 6 catches for 43 yards. I don't think that fully tells the full story, even with the 8 targets that he's had. It just seems like, Devontae Smith has had 4 targets, has not been able to make a catch. There were times where Dallas Goedert on the very first drive could not make a catch and get a first down. And he dropped the ball. Same thing with Devontae, and there was another drop ball to A.J. Brown. But I just feel like Jalen Hurts has just not played well at all. I don't think that he's had himself a good game. He looks like there was one pass that he tried to throw to Devontae in the end zone, and he overthrew it by about 5 yards. I understand that the wind is a factor in today's game. It is very windy out there, but there's no excuse. You got to be able to execute, and I just don't think that Jalen has done a very good job at that. There have been times, too, where I'm watching him make a pass, and then Devontae Smith is wide open. Instead, he goes to a short route over to Saquon Barkley, and Barkley ends up getting taken down for a loss, and he's not even, looking downfield. So I think that that's a problem. Kevin Patullo just continues to be a problem when it comes to making the right play calls for the Eagles on offense, and he just has not been good at all. There's no trickery. There's no misdirection. They're not really pitching the ball to Saquon. They did have a fake pitch to Saquon and ended up getting, it wasn't a first down, but they got a 7-yard gain from a pass to A.J. Brown, but really nothing creative. You do see some pre-snap motion, which is good, but besides that, they're not moving the ball at a well enough rate for them to be able to dominate this game. And this defense has given you everything that you've asked them to do. They are doing such an incredible job at it. The Lions made a mistake. Okay. Jamison Williams, after he catches the touchdown there, gets called for that unsportsmanlike penalty. And I'm really hoping that bites them in the butt and that the Eagles take advantage of that, because that right there is a rally killer. That's something that you don't have to do. For him just, punching the goalpost, you don't do that, man. You don't do that. And if the Eagles, they forced a very long extra point. It was a 38-yard extra point, and they could not capitalize. So, I feel like the Eagles have to try to take advantage of that. But yeah, not really a good first half by the offense. They did put together a nice drive at the end, but other than that, nothing really much else. And we're ready to get back into the third quarter. So Elliott will kick it off, and the Lions will have the football, and this ball is going to hit the end zone, went over towards the left side of the Eagles' letters, and Jared Goff will get the ball at his own 35-yard line. Oh, man. I think we're coming down with a cold. Might be a cold. Voice is starting to swell up a little bit. But yeah, we're still locked in, man. We're still locked in. We're still in this. Drop those Eagles emotes down below. Let's go, baby. So Goff is going to line them up. Jahmyr Gibbs is his running back over on the left side. Goff gets the snap, throws it to Gibbs, who catches it at the 30, takes it outside over towards the 40 to the 50, and he is out of bounds at the Philadelphia 48-yard line. A 17-yard play there for Jahmyr Gibbs, a short pass from Jared Goff, and a good play by Gibbs, and a good play call as well by the offensive coordinator. Nobody, not even the Eagles, were ready for that to happen at all. Gibbs today, in the air, 32 receiving yards. On the ground, 8 rushing yards. This time they're going to throw it over to Gibbs again as he runs a little slant over towards the outside, and he gets about an 11-yard gain. And that'll move the sticks yet again. It'll be another first down. By the way, Lane Johnson has been ruled out for the rest of the game. Again, he injured that foot during the first half, and he will not be returning to this game. $142 passing yards for Detroit and just 63 for Philadelphia. Goff gets the snap, hands it off over to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he tries to get past the left guard, but ends up just getting past the line of scrimmage for about a yard or so. Jordan Davis stopped the gap, closed the hole, was able to make a tackle. He's had himself a very big game today. He had a blocked pass that ended up turning into an interception by Cooper DeJean, and also had another block too. He's made a couple of tackles as well. 2nd and 9. Now he's over on the sideline. 4 men up front. There's 3 linebackers for the Eagles as well. Goff lines them up again. 3 receivers over towards the right side. And Goff gets the snap, throws it over to right, past the line of scrimmage. It's about a 4-yard catch. Cooper DeJean tackles him over towards the outside, takes him right on out of bounds. And it'll be a 3rd down. They got to get 5 yards to the Lions in order for them to get to the 37-yard line. Let's go. I really dislike both of these teams, says John. Mark says, welcome back. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. 3rd and 5. Gotta stop. Come on. Gotta stop. Montgomery and Gibbs are both out there. Goff gets the snap, throws it downfield, and it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown could not make the catch. He tried to dive, and he was right at about the 47. Or right at about the 17, excuse me, and was not able to make the dive and catch. He was wide open, too. Goff had to also get it off, and he did. And it just ricocheted right off of Amon-Ra's hand. It'll be 4th and 5, and the Lions are going to go for it. 3 seconds left on the play clock. They get the snap off in time. Goff looks straight ahead, throws it again. It's incomplete. Tried to find Jameson Williams, and it bounced right off of his hands. Throw was just, it was a good pass again. Was just a little bit above the turf, and a good job by the Eagles. It just bounced right off of his knee. Another missed opportunity for the Lions for them to get a first down, and the Eagles will take on over at their own 32. Wow. They got a little bit lucky there. I got to be honest with you. There were a couple of wide open passes that Goff was actually able to throw on the money. That one, I thought it was a little bit low, but it still should have been caught. Come on. A turnover on downs. Big opportunity now for the offense to try to get something going. Take advantage. Give them what they Don't give them momentum. Add on to this. Come on. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well, man. 12:15 left to go in the third quarter. Eagles lead it by 7 points. Prayers up for Lynn, I agree. Mike is here. Mike says, just got out of work, glad to be here with my family. Oh, you're the best, dude. Wish that we were at 100% with our voice. We're not, but that's okay. We're giving it our best. We really are. We're laying everything out there on the line because that's what you guys deserve. You do. You deserve that. The change of weather really is just not helping, you know? More tea and more honey after this game. For sure. Hopefully we can do the Sixers game tomorrow. We're just going to give it our all, though. Because that is what we do. Eagles are on a 3-game winning streak. They beat the Packers 10-7 on Monday Night Football. And they also beat the Giants the week before that. And then they won against the Vikings. Eagles have the football at their own 40-yard line. Hurts will hand it off over to Barkley, who runs up the middle and gets taken down by Williams after about a gain of 4 yards. Talik Williams, who's the backup defensive tackle for Aleem McNeil, or McNeil, I should say, out there to take him down. All the receivers lined up over on the outside towards the right. Hurts hands it off over to Barkley. Tries to run in between the hash marks, fights for 2 yards, and is able, or for an extra 2 yards, and he ends up taking it to the 41. It'll be a 3rd and 1. He got 3 and then sort of pushed his way to fight for those extra 2 yards. Just has to get to the 40. I got to get to the Philadelphia 40 here. Eagles are going to line up. And the Lions, the Eagles jumped, and they're going to call a false start on Philadelphia. So now it'll be a 3rd and 6. It'll be on Tyler Steen. False start called on him. Some movement up front. And flags came flying everywhere. Just got out of work. JJ's at 50% is still better than it. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I appreciate it, dude. 3rd and 6. So they called a false start. That sends the Eagles back to their own 36-yard line. I think Sirianni got fired up there, too. He is absolutely livid on the sideline. 3rd and 5. Hurts gets the snap, drops back, looks towards the center, throws it downfield, and that is incomplete. No flags at all whatsoever. Granson was the intended target there at the 30-yard line and just could not make the catch. At the 20. So Granson could not haul it on in. He was covered very well over on the outside. That was by Anzalone there. So it'll be 4th and 5. And they're going to call another delay of game here on the Eagles, too. That'll send them back to the 32. What is going on? I mean, come on. It doesn't make any sense. Just these bad penalties eating up the Eagles here on this drive. In this game in particular, Eagles have 5 penalties that have costed them 44 yards. Here's the punt. This one is popped up, and it'll be launched to about the 27-yard line. Fair catch made. They'll call it a fair catch at the 28 by Khalif Raymond. And it'll be Detroit football. Right at the 28. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. What's going on, man? 70s here today and very windy, then 50s tomorrow. Where are you in North Carolina? Is that right? North Carolina? Prayers up. Let's go. 13-6. Eagles lead it by 7 against the Detroit Lions. We have 10.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. And the Lions are going to have the football. I have all the trust in the world with this defense. I really, really do. I feel so good about this defense. Keep it going, man. Let's go. Come on. Five-man rush up front. Now they're actually going to have 6 men up on the front. 2 seconds left on the play clock. Goff is going to hand it off over to Montgomery. Runs up the middle, gets past the 30, and he's down at the 34. He plunged his way forward, got an extra 40 yards, and Moro Ojomo is the one who made the tackle. Let's go. Gotta get a stop. Keep on going, man. Clock running down. Goff in the gun. Montgomery to his left. Khalif Raymond in motion. Goff gets the snap, throws it over to Jahmyr Gibbs, and Gibbs runs past the 40, past the 50, jukes past the defender, takes it over towards the 40, has a couple of blockers. Now he's down inside the 30, down at about the 24-yard line in Philadelphia territory. Jahmyr Gibbs just had a 42-yard reception and was able to just take it inside that 25-yard line. Man, his footwork was absolutely phenomenal there. Really, good stuff by him. 1st and 10. Lions trying to tie this baby up. Goff hands it off over to Gibbs. Tries to get past the line of scrimmage, and he does. That could have been worse. He could have been taken down for a loss from behind. Nolan Smith did make the tackle, but he lunged on forward and ended up getting 2 yards and made something out of nothing. 3 plays, 50 yards on this drive. Jahmyr Gibbs has just had himself quite a day. 74 yards in the air, 11 on the ground. So he has a total of 85 scrimmage yards in this game. Gibbs, the running back, over on the right side of Jared Goff, will get the snap, and then they'll hand it off again over to Gibbs. Able to run on up the middle, is down on the hash mark after about a gain of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 3 at the Philadelphia 17. Hold them to a field goal, please. Come on. Let's go. 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Lions have averaged about 2.7 yards per rush. 3rd and 4. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Triples towards the right. Goff hands it off over to Gibbs. Escapes past 1 tackle with a little spin off and gets down to about the 8-yard line. When he was spinning as he ran up the middle, he spun right at about the 12 and then got 4 more yards out of it, and it'll be a 1st and goal. It's been the Jahmyr Gibbs show on this drive. They've just been giving the ball to him, and he's been going off. 1st and goal. Goff in the gun, gets the snap, throws it towards the right side. It's caught by Williams inside the 7, and they'll mark him down at about the 6. Adoree Jackson actually got on top of him, was able to tackle him, and there'll be a 2nd and goal. Let's go. Got to stop them here. Got to stop them, man. 6 plays and 66 yards on this drive. Goff hands it off again over to Gibbs, and Gibbs gets up the middle, was tackled by Bond and Blankenship as well after about a gain of 2, and he's down at the 4. Nice little head tackle there by Reed Blankenship. He's been really good at those. The way that he's able to lunge forward with his head to stop the momentum of some of these players, it's actually pretty impressive. 3rd and goal. And the defense stopped him. Another handoff over to Gibbs. This time he gets back to the line of scrimmage, gets tackled by Reed Blankenship and Jalen Carter as well. Able to provide a little wall there, and it'll now be 4th and goal. Step it up. Lions are going to go for it on 4th and goal at the Philadelphia 3. They actually said that Gibbs did get a yard. Lions are 0 for 3 on 4th down today. Get a stop, please. Goff in the gun, gets the snap, drops back, looks towards the end zone, incomplete. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 3-yard line. Great coverage by Adoree Jackson. The intended receiver was Amon-Ra St. Brown, and the Eagles will have it inside the 5. Gosh. Jackson was covering Amon-Ra St. Brown like he was a price tag. He just could not come off him, and he stayed on his man. They knew exactly where he was going to throw it to Jared Goff, and the Eagles' defense just provides some incredible coverage. Let's go. love this defense. I love Vic Fangio, man. I do. I love Vic Fangio. Let's go. Yes. They stopped them. They did. Now we got them now we have the ball at the 4. I can't believe that they stopped them. If you're Dan Campbell, would you have taken the 3? I don't think that was a bad risk there, to be honest with you. Eagles defense, though, just really played so well there. Goff chose Adoree Jackson, and Adoree had the coverage on the play. Looked like Brock Wright was wide open against Quinyon Mitchell. And that was according to Rich Hoffman. Lions are 0 for 4 on 4th down and 1 for 7 on 3rd down. That's a testament to how great this Birds defense has been. Really. 5:10 left to go in quarter number 3. And the Eagles will get the ball back. Let's go. Yes. Let's go, baby. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. So happy for this defense, dude. Hurts in the gun. He'll get the snap. Drops back. Throws it over towards the right side. And it is incomplete. They tried to force it over to A.J. Brown. Again, it was covered by Yassine. Right at about the Philadelphia 15. And it'll now be 2nd and 10. See, I'm wondering here why they decided... I didn't really think it was bad to go to the air game, but I just didn't really think, again, that was a good play call to give it to A.J. on that play. You know? 2nd and 10 at the 4. 5:05 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Each team still has 3 timeouts remaining. Devontae's in motion. Hurts gets the snap. Looks over towards the center. Pocket's collapsing. He has to roll towards his right side. He throws it downfield. It's caught by Dotson. Right inside the 40. Flag is thrown. I believe that's going to be on the Lions. And Branch is down. I think that's going to be on him. Looks like the Eagles are moving down the field. That was an awesome pass over to Jahan Dotson. But let's see what this flag is just to make sure. It took a shot and it worked. Nice pass by Jalen Hurts. They call personal foul, unnecessary roughness on Branch. And that should absolutely help the Birds. Wow. They get it now at the 47. It was a 15-yard penalty, so it was originally Dotson was down at the 32. They get an extra 15 yards because of the unnecessary roughness. These penalties are really, really hurting the Lions here. Wow. 1st and 10. What a pass by Hurts. They gave it to Jahan. Excellent execution there. Got to get those stops. Let's go. 13-6. 4:43 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Hurts now under center. Pitches it back over to Barkley. Runs past the 50 over towards the outside. Gets past the line of scrimmage. And he's out of bounds at the 41. So 6 yards on the ground for Saquon. And he is out of bounds. He now has 47 rushing yards today on 15 carries. Good for him. Our defense came to play. They most certainly did, man. 4:05 left to go in the third quarter. Hurts under center. This time the pocket's collapsing. He's back at the 50, and he is sat at the 48. A loss of 11 yards. About 3 Lions players were there to take him down, including Aiden Hutchinson and Lopez. Oh, my gosh. Hutchinson broke on through, got over on the left side, and found a way to get to Jalen Hurts. Gosh. That's bad. 3rd and 15. Branch was injured. By the way, he's back in the game for the Lions. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap. He drops back. He's looking deep downfield. Fires it over towards the left side. It's incomplete. It was about 5 yards overthrown to A.J. Brown. Darn it. And the Eagles will have to punt the football here. Darn it. That was a drive where I thought that they could really put something together. I mean, they started back pretty far, but overthrowing it to AJ. Man on the punt. This one is popped up, and it'll be caught at about the 11 by Khalif Raymond, who jukes past one defender and takes it to about the 15. And he's tripped, and he gets tackled by Ringo. And we will have a break in the action, which means that we are going to step off and try to utilize this time to rest our voice as much as we possibly can. 13-6 Eagles, and the Lions will have the ball at their own 15 when they return. All right, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on the notification bell icons, too. Again, I want to apologize about my voice. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. But we're just trying to power on through, man. Let's go. Let's go. 1st and 10. Lions have it. Goff is under center. 2:57 left to go in the third quarter. Goff takes the handoff. Pressure's coming. He throws it over towards the right side. And it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown was the intended receiver. Good job by Quinyon Mitchell to cover him over on the outside towards the sideline. It was right at about the 30 and just could not catch the ball because of that great coverage by Q Dot. Let's go. 55 targets for Quinyon Mitchell. No touchdowns allowed. How impressive is that? This guy's in year 2. Goff in the gun again, gets the snap, drops back, throws it over towards the center. It's battered around, and was it caught by Reed Blankenship? I believe that they're going to say that it hit the turf first. It was deflected off of a receiver's hand, and it'll be 3rd and 10 at the Detroit 15-yard line. Yep, it hit the ground first. It did. Hit the ground first. 13-6, Philadelphia leads it by 7. Let's get another stop. Goff has Gibbs over towards his left side. Goff in the gun and gets the snap, drops back again, throws it over towards the right side, gives it over to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to get past the 20, past the 30, and now he's at the 35, the 40, and he's still on his feet at the 45, and he's down at the 48. He got twisted and turned there, and the Eagles give up 33 yards to Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh my gosh. Jahad Campbell made the tackle there. And that was another just perfectly designed play. And the O-line did a good job protecting him as he was able to juke his way and knife his way through over to the 48. They had him right on the ropes. Goff will pitch it over to Montgomery this time. They'll try to get him involved. And he runs past the 40 to the 45 and out of bounds by Andrew Makuba. Got chased out of bounds there, and it's now 2nd down. They got to get to the 42 in Philadelphia territory. They had him right there, man. Got to get to 100. Come on. Let's go. 2nd and 3 at the Philadelphia 45. Goff again under center. Takes the handoff, throws it down the center, and it's incomplete. Supposed to go over to right, and the throw was low. This is the Eagles game. Yes. If you're tuning in over on Twitch, I appreciate you for tuning on in. 3rd and 3 with about 1:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball is on the Philadelphia 45. Let's go. Gibbs with 107 receiving yards and 28 on the ground. Goff gets the snap, throws it. It's blocked by Carter and incomplete. Jalen Carter able to put up his left hand and stop Jared Goff from throwing that football. That is the 4th block today by the Eagles defense. Unbelievable. Able to put pressure on the quarterback. Carter was right there to just batter that thing around. 4th and 3, they're going to go for it again. They are 0 for 4 on 4th down. Let's go. Come on. Goff gets the snap, drops back, throws it towards the right side, incomplete, and the Eagles will take on over on downs yet again. Unbelievable. They are now 0 for 5 on 4th down conversions. Let's go. Wow. Quinyon Mitchell. Stellar defense there. They got him lined up on Amon-Ra. He looks so frustrated. That's just Quinyon Mitchell, man. Let's go. Hurts will hand it off over to Barkley. Runs towards the right side. Couldn't get past the right guard. Nothing. And ends up actually getting back to the line of scrimmage. That could have been worse. Could have been a loss. Let's go. What a play. Hurts has got to do something here on offense. He does. 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 86 passing yards, 90 rushing yards for the Eagles today. We got triples over towards the right side. Hurts will get the snap, lofts it over to Barkley, who catches it past the 45. He's at the 50, and he'll be tackled at about the 47. There will be a flag thrown with exactly 23 seconds to go. Looks like an Eagles player is down. Uh-oh. Is that Dotson? And we'll see what this flag is. They're going to call a personal foul on offense. That's on A.J. Brown. It was away from the play. Sort of pushed him off a little bit, too. So it's a low block and a 15-yard penalty. A.J. Brown costing his team right there. And it'll be 2nd and 25. There's about 4 seconds separating the play clock from the game clock. And that's going to take us to the fourth quarter. Eagles lead 13-6 as they go into quarter number 4. And we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. This is a 2nd and 18 at the Philadelphia 37. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap, drops back, pressure's coming, he escapes the pocket, escapes the pressure, gets past the 40, is down at the 44. He scrambled for 7 yards there. And that was Jack Campbell, who ended up pushing him out of bounds. And it's now a 3rd and manageable at the Philadelphia 44. It'll be a 3rd and 11 to be specific. Let's go. They gotta step up here. Come on, man. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Come on. Get that first down. Hurts in the gun again. Gets the snap. Drops back. Has some blockers. And now rolls on over towards the right side. Throws it towards his right. It's caught by A.J. Brown inside the yellow line. He hauled it on in. And it'll be a 4th and short here. There was a flag thrown, though. Let's see what this flag is on. It'll be on Robertson for a defensive holding. Wow. And that is going to give the Eagles a first down. That's a 5-yard penalty, too. So A.J. Brown caught it as he was tiptoeing out of bounds. Just was able to keep both feet in. Let's look again at the replay. 1, 2. Got it. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line in Philadelphia territory. We played a minute in this 4th quarter. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. We're giving it our all today. Let's go. Hurts under center. It will hand it off over to Barkley. Runs over towards the left side past the 50. There's a flag thrown up front, but he got over to about the 39-yard line in Detroit territory, but they're going to send it back and call an offensive holding on Jordan Mailata. So that'll put them back at the Philadelphia 39, and it'll be a 1st and 20. Not what you wanted. They got to get to the Detroit 39. Mailata just wrapped up Hutchinson, dude. Can't do that. Tank Bigsby is back out there for the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 receivers lined up on the outside, 1 on each side. Hurts stumps it off over to Bigsby, runs past the 40, is down at the 45. Hutchinson makes the tackle there, stops him from moving any further. So again, they got to get to that 39-yard line in Detroit territory. Man. Eagles lead at 13-6. Elliott kicked a 27-yard field goal in the 1st quarter, and he knocked down a 34-yarder in the 2nd. And Jalen Hurts a tush push in the 2nd quarter as well to end the 1st half. All right. Eagles line up. Ball spotted. Here we go. And the snap is made. Hurts drops back, throws it to Devontae Smith, who will make the catch, and he's down at the 47-yard line. 3rd and 6 at the Detroit 47. Mullet is the one who took down Devontae. 12 minutes left to go in this game. Empty backfield for Philadelphia. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts gets the snap. He's going to run with the ball up the middle, gets past the 40. It'll be a first down and more. And now he's down at about the 36. 11 yards on that scramble by Jalen Hurts. As soon as he got the snap, he just ran with the ball past the left guard, in between the left guard and the left tackle, and just made his way through for a first down. And they got past the 39 to the 36. That's what you want to see. More design plays for him to utilize those legs. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts gets the snap again, drops back, and throws it deep downfield towards the right side. Overthrows it again to Saquon Barkley, who is at the 5. He overthrew it about 3 yards. He has just not been able to execute the deep ball today for some reason. And again, Jack Campbell got beaten right there, got on Saquon, and that was just way too far for him. He had him right there. He had him. That's on Hurts, who will drop back again as he gets the snap. Pressure is coming, and he has to throw this one towards the sideline, and he does. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Pass rush was coming, and there was nothing that he could do about it. So the clock stops with exactly 11 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. They say that Mailata today, 30 block or pass block snaps, 1 pressure. Come on, just get this win. They've had the ball for 5 minutes and 8 seconds on this current drive. 3rd and 10. Hurts gets the snap again, drops back, looks over towards his right side, throws it to A.J. Brown, who will make the catch as he dives on forward. And he will get to the Detroit 30. Not good enough for a first down. It'll be 4th and 4. But this will bring the field goal unit out. This will be a 48-yard field goal. Got to make it a 2-possession lead here. Clock is winding down. 10:30 left to go. Can Elliott make this as a 48-yard field goal? They'll call it a 49-yarder, actually. Man is the snapper here. Snapped, spotted, right down Broadway. Good. 16-6. They got the 2-possession lead. And that's important. Elliott today has been on the money. Would have liked them to get a touchdown there. But yeah. I hate to do this, but I think after this game is done, I think I got to rest it up. I do. The voice is starting to go. This is like pushing it for me right here now. And this is like my natural talking voice right now. It is. Awful. Let's go. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I don't think our volume needs to be louder because we're in the yellow. So, but let me know if you think that the volume for what it is, if it's good or not, or if I should turn myself at least up a little bit more. So Jake Elliott with a 49-yard field goal, a 34-yarder, and a 27-1 as well. He's came to play today, man. He really has. He's played very, very well. I was wondering why I was getting quiet. Yeah, no, yeah. Yes, JJ, rest after the game is over. Volume is good. Okay, good. Let's go. Nice. I was wondering why it was getting quieter. Yeah. I'm not just doing it just for, just to troll with y'all. I'm really not. That's why I'm also trying to play some more music. Trying to keep that energy high still. But it's really hard with the voice. But it forces me to get a little bit more creative. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Alright, here we go. Elliott will kick it off over to Sailors, who will catch it at about the 2, takes it past the 10 to the 15 to the 20, and there's a pylon that comes at about the 25. It will push him forward for an extra 3 yards, and the Lions will have the ball at their own 28. First and 10 in Detroit territory at their own 28-yard line. Let's go. Just don't talk in your sleep tonight. You can be excused. Thanks, man. Hope you feel better, JJ. This is not my sport, but, I show support. Oh, dude, you're the best. You're the best, man. I really appreciate that. Gibbs gets the handoff from Jared Goff, runs past the 30 to the 35. Can somebody stop this man? He is down at the 39. This dude has just been a one-man wrecking crew tonight for this Eagles team. He has 39 yards on the ground and a total of 107 yards in the air, so he has 146 scrimmage yards in this game. He is going off, man. 16-6, first and 10. Detroit has it at their own 39. Goff in the gun. Lines them up. 8 seconds left on the play clock. First and 10 for the Detroit Lions. Will get the snap as he drops back. Pressure's coming, and he throws it away. Man, he tried to throw it up the middle and just get it off as quickly as he possibly could because it looked like Zach Bond was able to break on through. Jalen Phillips, also was able to provide that pressure over on the inside as well. Almost recorded the second sack of the game. Almost. 2nd and 10, St. Brown in motion. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Goff gets the snap, looks towards his right, throws it, and is it caught inside the yellow line? They're going to say it's incomplete to hit the ground first. Amon-Ra St. Brown again, the intended receiver. That throw was too low. Goff today 13 for 28 in the passing game. He has thrown for 228 yards. And so it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Detroit is at their own 39. Let's play defense. Come on, man. Goff in the shotgun again. Gets the snap. He drops back, looks towards the right, throws it, and it's incomplete. They tried to give it to St. Brown again, and Adoree Jackson just makes another heck of a play on him. He batted it around, swatted it away, and the Eagles will get the ball back here. Unbelievable. Adoree Jackson stepping up on defense. And that is a big-time stop by Philadelphia. 9:13 left to go. And here's the punt. And this time it's going to be punted inside the 20. It takes a bounce, and it goes off of the hands of Xavier Gibson, and it will go out of bounds at the 15-yard line. That was bounced inside the 17. Gibson just could not catch it there. It took a bounce, and then he just swatted it away. That was probably the best decision because that could have been recovered by Detroit. Or that could have been downed a little bit further. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the Philadelphia 15. This defense. Chef's kiss, man. Chef's kiss for this defense. Let's go. Let's go. Drop those emotes down below. Defense. Nice. Good stuff. What's chat saying? Just don't talk in your sleep. That's funny. No thanks needed. You're the man, dude. I really appreciate you guys, man. Again, even like when I'm not feeling my best, like this means a lot that you guys are still here. You're still rocking with me, and I really do appreciate that. I do feel that way. It's great. I love this defense. Dan Campbell's play calls on 4th down have been so bad. Adoree Jackson has been stepping up in this game on Amon-Ra St. Brown. Who would have thought? Was that in anybody's bingo cards? I don't really think so. I don't. But it's so nice. Oh, man. It's so great. Heck yeah, we are. Ouch, that actually really hurt. Oh, that hurt. That hurt really bad. $9:06 left to go. All right, come on, Jalen. Hurts gets the snap. Throws it towards the right side. It's caught by Dallas Goedert, and he gets pushed out of bounds at the 32. A 17-yard catch by Dallas Goedert, and that could not have come at a better time. Clock winding down with 8:50 left to go. Each team still has 3 timeouts left, by the way. Hurts does have a total of 135 passing yards in this game. 8:40 left to be played in the 4th quarter. Shotgun formation yet again. Hurts dumps it off over to Barkley, who gets past the 35, and he goes in between the hash marks and is down at the 39 by Anzalone. Excuse. Barkley on the ground today, 56 yards, 18 rushes. Wonder why they don't use Bigsby a little bit more. He's made some big-time runs for them. 7:55 left to go in this 4th quarter. Hurts now under center. 3 seconds left on the play clock. 2 seconds left. They got to get the snap off, and they do. And Barkley being chased down over towards the outside, gets past the line, tries to push on forward, and he ends up getting 1 yard. Again, they were stacking the box. Anzalone was right there and just missed him from behind. And Barnes was able to take him down after just a gain of 1. So it'll be 3rd down and short. Man. All right, come on. They snapped the football, and they just got back to the line of scrimmage. It's now 4th and 1 at the Philadelphia 41. They tried to go for a tush push there. It did not work. 6:40 left to go in the 4th quarter. I would actually go for it again. Call me crazy. or maybe just try to line up here and push them off sides. Some jumping off front, and they're going to call a false start on Cooper. Man. And that'll be a loss of 5, so it'll be 4th and 6 at the Philadelphia 36. Jared Goff is going to go back out there with 6:25 left in this game. And man is going to punt the ball now. Here's the punt from Braden Mann. This one's popped up, and it is going to be bounced inside the 25, goes over towards the 20, and it's down at the 15-yard line. What an incredible punt there by Braden Mann, and we will have a timeout. We'll be right back. Detroit will set up shop at their own 15-yard line, and we will be back in just a little bit. Mike, you're the best, man. That was a funny joke. I just saw that, man. All right. The ball will be on the Lions' 15-yard line with 6:14 left to go. Eagles lead at 16-6. Come on, defense has to step up yet again. Only 6 points. Only 6 points with this Lions offense. Goff under center. Receiver in motion, that's Raymond. Goff gets the snap, throws it incomplete, tried to give it to Jahmyr Gibbs, and Nolan Smith Jr. provided the pressure on him. Good job. 2nd and 10, back at the Detroit 15-yard line. Again, each team does have all 3 timeouts, plus there's the 2-minute warning, of course, with 6:10 left to go. It was out of reach for Jahmyr. Not a bad thought, but good job by the Eagles to cover that. Raymond again in motion, going from right to left. Goff gets the snap, steps up, pressure's coming, and that's batted around again and incomplete. Good job by Jordan Davis to get his 3rd deflection of the game. And it's now 3rd and 10. Oh my gosh. 6:04 left to go. This defense is giving Jared Goff nightmares tonight. Third down. Stay on him. Don't give up the big play here. Goff gets the snap. He's looking downfield, looking deep, fires it to the center. Wide open catch by Jameson Williams, who catches it inside the 40, and he is down at the 42. So 24-yard catch and 3 yards after the catch by Jameson Williams. And the Eagles had him on the ropes, and the Lions able to convert and get themselves a big first down. Again, nobody covering him at all whatsoever. There was also no pressure on Jared Goff either. So they give up the big play. It's now 1st and 10 at the 42. Williams, 4 catches for 88 yards. He is second on the team in receiving yards today. Goff under pressure has to throw it towards the right, and it's incomplete. Gibbs was the intended receiver, and it went towards his right side. Would not have been able to catch that. It was worth every penny. Come on, man. Third and 10 at the Detroit 42-yard line. Goff gets the snap, throws it again, batted around by Jalen Carter, and incomplete. Oh, let's go. 2nd and 10. Sorry about that. Now it's 3rd and 10. Now it's 3rd and 10, but still a very big play on defense by Jalen Carter. I don't know what Goff was thinking, throwing it over towards his way. He tried to give it over to Wright, but it did not have the oomph. Come on, let's get a stop. 3rd and 10. We're going to push the vocal cords here. Goff gets the snap, looks towards the right side, throws it, and it's incomplete to Jahmyr Gibbs. He tried to find Gibbs downfield, and he could not make the play there. He overthrew it. It's now 4th and 10. Detroit has it at their own 42. Is Dan Campbell going to be crazy enough to go for this here? How crazy is Dan Campbell? Let's see. Will he go for it? Goff is he staying out there? No. They're going to bring in the special teams. So Fox will punt the football. And this will be the 5th time that he has done so. This ball is punted right at the 20. And fair catch made by Xavier Gibson. And the Eagles will get the ball back with exactly 5:06 to go. And we shall return. We're going to take a very quick step off. And we'll see you very soon. Alrighty, 5:06 left to go. I thought they were going to take a TV timeout. They did not. Hurts will hand it off over to Barkley. Runs past the left guard, gets past the 20, and he is going to be marked down at the 22-yard line by Barnes. Got tackled right there. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go, and now you just want to chew that clock. You got to get first downs. Got to get first downs. You got to put up a long, long drive here. Let's go. Second and 8. Barkley over on the right side of Jalen Hurts. They'll hand it off again to Saquon. Runs up the middle, gets past the 25, and he will plunge on forward to about the 29. And he needs one more yard to get himself a first down. Eagles lead it 16-6. 4:24 left to go in this 4th quarter. And they will milk that clock down as much as possible. Lions obviously need a stop. Here comes the tush push. Did they get the first? I don't think they did. Nope. The second time that the Lions defensive line has stopped the tush push on the Eagles' last two drives. 4th and 1. That was huge. Really should be 4th and inches. If I'm the Eagles, I'm gonna go. I would honestly do it again. Sounds crazy. Cam Jurgens is now gonna go back over towards the tunnel. Oh no. Then again, maybe not. Injuries on the tush push there. Come on, man. Brett Toth is gonna come on in. The Eagles did take a timeout with 3 minutes left to go. Try to draw them off sides. And then just take the penalty. That's what I would do. Eagles play Dallas next week. Should be a wild game. 3 minutes left to go. 4th and 1 at the Philadelphia 29. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Oh, boy. Hurts tries to get forward. Did he get the first down? No. They're going to say it's Lions ball. Oh, my gosh. They will have it at the Philadelphia 29-yard line. Oh, my goodness. He did not get the first down. He got stuffed. And the Lions' D-line stays true. Gosh. That hurts. Gosh, they took a gamble, and it did not work out. And the Lions, again, are at the 29. That's where they will start. And, by the way, they have all 3 timeouts left. Just like that, they're back in this game. 2:57 left to go in the 4th quarter. Eagles defense has got to hold them to a field goal here. Goff in the shotgun. Triples towards the right side. Goff fakes the pitch. Gets the snap. Pressure's coming. He throws it, and it's incomplete. Supposed to go to Jamison Williams, and Nakobe Dean was covering him, and it'll be an incomplete pass. Good job by Nakobe Dean to just be able to provide that pressure in the secondary and be able to distract Williams. Wow. Gosh. I shouldn't have listened to JJ. Didn't work. The gamble didn't work there. Here we go. Lions. Goff gets the snap. Pressure's coming, and he is sacked. He got sacked by Dean for a loss of 7 yards. 3rd and 17 at the Philadelphia 36. Man, I shouldn't have listened to JJ. It just didn't work. I didn't have a problem with them going for it to try to go for the kill there. It didn't work. 2 seconds left to go. Here's the snap again from Goff. He throws it, and it was nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted by Cooper DeJean. Amon-Ra St. Brown was the intended receiver. 2:03 left to go. It's now 4th and 17. This is going to be a 54-yard field goal with 2:03 left to go. Defense again stepping up 4th and 17. 5 seconds left on the play clock, and the Eagles will take a timeout. The offense was out there for the Lions. I don't know why. And they're at the Philadelphia 36. So 2:03 left to go. And then plus we got the 2-minute warning. It's going to be a 54-yard field goal here. Got to block it. It's a 54-yarder. Jay Bates has had himself a very good year this year, trying to knock down a 54-yarder. Ball snapped, ball spotted, and the kick is good. It is good, and it's a 7-point game now. 16-9 Eagles, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Eagles have 1 timeout left. Oh, gosh. They have 1 timeout left. The Lions still have all 3 of their timeouts. At least the defense held them to a field goal. But now the offense just has to try to win this game here. We're going to take a step off. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, here we go. Lions are going to kick it off here. Come on, man. Bates will kick it off. Here's the kick. This is a line drive, and that is going to bounce in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Eagles will set up shop at their own 35-yard line. Got to get some first downs here. Is it starting to snow? I think it's starting to snow. It's 44 degrees. I see that's 44. 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 35. They're going to hand it off over to Barkley, who runs for about 4 yards, and he is down at the 39. First timeout taken by the Lions. Get a first down here, and that should seal it. So a couple of snow. I mean, it wasn't really hard or anything, but looked like they were showing some little droplets. So timeout number 1 used by the Lions. 1:55 left to go in this 4th quarter. Come on. Hurts gets the snap, hands it off over to Barkley again, gets past the line of scrimmage, but it's only for a gain of 2 yards, and the Lions will take their second timeout. It'll be a 3rd and 3. Do you run the ball again, is the question. Jack Campbell again did a good job at breaking on through and providing pressure on Barkley to get that tackle. 3rd and 3. 1:51 left to go in the fourth quarter. Man, this hurts. Ten seconds left on the play clock. And as the ball is snapped, we got a whistle called. It'll be a false start on Fred Johnson for the movement that he had up front. And it's now a 3rd and 8. Come on. Johnson gets called for the false start there for the early movement that he had. And that sends the Eagles back to their own 37. They've got to get to the 45. 3rd and 8. Hurts in the gun. 10 seconds left on the play clock. He'll get the snap. He drops back. He's looking towards the right side. Throws it, and it is incomplete to A.J. Brown. There is a flag thrown, though, a very late flag, and it will be on the defense. Yassine got called for a pass interference, and the Eagles are going to get a first down because of that. Unbelievable. I was wondering if they were going to throw the flag. He held him just a little bit. And A.J. Brown, wow. A.J. Brown was being covered by Yassine. Yassine got called for the pass interference. A controversial one. It's now 1st and 10. And the Eagles will hand it off again to Barkley. And Detroit's going to use their final timeout. Wow. That was huge. That was, honestly, that didn't really look like a pass interference. Yassine played good defense there. That was an awful call. But the Eagles will take it, for sure. 16-9 Eagles. And they're going to run it again with Saquon. It'll be 2nd and 10. Hurts hands it off to Barkley, and he gets a yard. And he's down at the 46. So that'll take it down to about 57 seconds. Eagles still have 1 timeout left remaining. First down wins the game. If not, the Lions will get the ball back with about less than 20 seconds. Maybe close to 12. So the timeout will be called at the 57-second marker. And that'll be the final timeout by Philadelphia. That's a crazy, crazy call at the end on that pass interference. Can't believe it. 57 seconds to go. 3rd and 8. Hurts gets the snap, dumps it off, or hands it off to Barkley again, gets past the 50, goes over towards the 45, and gets himself a first down. And the Eagles are going to win this ball game and go 8-2 on the season. Oh my gosh. Saquon Barkley just put the dagger in the Lions' heart on that run. Oh my gosh. Man, nice run by Saquon. He got on through, and that is going to do it. A knee, and the Eagles get the W. 4 straight wins in a row, and Vic Fangio's defense holds the Lions to 9 points. Wow. Special. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! What a game. What a game, man. That pass interference call was so weak, but we'll take it. A win is a win. I have all the faith in this defense. I really do. I'm just really proud of how great the defense was again today. I really hate to cut this short. I really do. But, man, my voice is really not feeling well. This is like, even talking like this now is actually starting to push it. So I'm going to get off. I usually don't do that. But I want to thank you all so much for being on here and for supporting me no matter when we have good or bad days. We still push through, man. We do. We still push through. And I love you all to death. I'm going to stop talking right now and go rest up my voice. I'm really hoping that I can be on tomorrow for the Sixers and that it can get better. But this one, this is crazy. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing this. But I love you all, and I will catch you all on the next one. All right. Let me say goodnight to chat. Let me say goodnight to you all. What is it with... Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, man. Feel better, JJ. Go take it easy. Thanks again, defense. Need a doctor's note to return, says Kevin. Great job, JJ. I'll see you later. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Good play-by-play. You are relaxed, unlike the other casters from Philly, says Brian. Brian, I wasn't really... I mean, I sound relaxed, but this is me pushing it right now. So, that's how bad the voice is right now. But yeah, they needed it, so we'll take it. We will. I love you guys very much. All right, bye. We'll see you all tomorrow, and keep your. I will say this. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. Okay, please keep your notification bell icons turned on because I'll make a post. And we'll see how the voice is feeling around like 6 o'clock tomorrow before, if we call it. But right now, I'm really hoping that we can do this Sixers game. I'm just hoping that it doesn't get worse. All right. Lots of love. Good night. And Lila Tov.